Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey, and we're going to make a card today. You hop on, say hi, let me know where you're from. Hopefully somebody will leave a comment or something. I'm just trying to see if I am live or not. I got a new phone, so I'm a little hesitant here. All right, well, I'm going to get started in hopes that everything is live. I'm using a couple different, I'm mixing up the two sets today, the Hello Harvest and the Gathered Wheat. But all I'm using is stamps, ink, and paper, and I am making a fun fold. Before I get started, I just want to remind everybody of what's going on with Stampin' Up! Hi Carol, thanks for joining. Hey Jamie. Hi Pam, thanks for joining. Okay, so I guess I am live and everything's good. I'm just not, I wasn't sure. The weekly deals, they're ending. I believe tomorrow is the last day that you can get them. It goes till, it says the 28th, or is that today? That's today, I'm sorry. Today is the last day that you can get these. Oh boy, I posted it wrong on my blog today, I'm sorry. So today's the last day you can get any of these, the weekly deals. So if there was anything that you wanted, make sure you grab it today, all right? And also the Perfect Partners, these are going away after Friday, the 30th. It's the Apple Blossom dies, the Fresh Cut Stems dies, the Playful Piggy dies, Tree Trimming dies, Waterfall dies, and the Yeti dies. They all go with stamp sets that are in the either the annual catalog or the mini catalog, and these are only available till Friday. So that's ending. Got things ending, starting. And then Saturday, we are having, well, Stampin' Up! It's World Card Making Day. We are doing an event. We are starting from 9 in the morning. I think I have the schedules here. It's from 9 in the morning till 9 in the afternoon. Okay. Our Facebook page is open already, and there have been some little games or whatever. You leave comments, you can win prizes. The prizes, I believe everything will be drawn at the end after everything is over on Sunday. Our team is doing Facebook Live events starting from 9 o'clock, where every hour, well, 9, 10, 11, and then 12:30, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're taking a 3-hour break because that's when Stampin' Up! Event is. If you are registered, you'll get information from them. You don't have to be registered to do it, but there is a link on my blog to register, and you have until October 1st, Saturday, to register. And then we have 2 more at 7 and 8 p.m. So we're going to be live most of the day on our Facebook page. Go, ask to join, somebody will approve you, and you can hop on in with us and see what's going on. All right, and then the Stampin' Up! Event is going on just for the 3 hours from, it's 2 o'clock Mountain Time, so 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Unless you're somewhere else, then you have to figure out what time it is where you are. But it's from 4 to 7 Eastern Time, so I believe it's 2 to 5 Mountain Time. They are focusing on 3 bundles. The Cottage Rose bundle, which is in the annual catalog. The Cottage Wreaths bundle, which is in the mini catalog. And then Warm Welcome bundle, which is in the upcoming mini catalog, the January to June mini catalog. So they're focusing on these 3, and I believe most of our team is too. I know I am. and I believe quite a few others that I spoke to are, that we're going to mainly be working with these bundles, right? And if you purchase these bundles by October 1st, Stampin' Up! Is going to send you a pack of iridescent pearls, and they're really pretty. Iridescent pearls free. You do have to enter the number, but it will be free. Okay? And the last thing I wanted to tell you, starting October 4th, if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up!, now's a great time. You get $155 worth of product of your choice, so it's whatever you want, for $99. Stampin' Up! Throws in some business supplies, a past paper pumpkin, and everything ships for free. So it is a great time to join. You do not have to join to be a demonstrator. You can join just to get the 20% discount. Just enjoy it for yourself. So if you have any questions, please feel free. Either you can post them. Hi, Kathleen. Thanks for joining. You can either post them here in the comments, and I will go back. Afterwards, I'm going to go back and I'll read all the comments. Because right now I'm seeing some, but once I get started, I can't look up for some reason. I can't read comments and make a card at the same time. So, we're going to get started. I did do all the scoring ahead of time. But I didn't fold it, and I scored it. That's it. I'll tell you where I scored all the measurements. Everything will be on my blog on Friday, creativestampindesigns.com. All the measurements, everything, directions, along with a link to the YouTube and Facebook video. All right? So I'm starting with a panel of Cajun Craze. That's 5.5 by 11. I scored it at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7. If you go this way, it's the 1 3. It goes this way. All right, but then you have to turn the card around. All right, now we're just gonna fold all these. So we got mountain fold and then a valley fold. I'm trying to see if I'm in the camera completely. I have my phone up higher. Everything's new here. I feel like I'm starting. It's my first video that I'm doing. All right, give these all a real good burnish. So the card hopefully will stay closed. So I am, like I said, I'm using the Hello Harvest along with the Rustic Harvest DSP. There we go. And that's it. That's your card. Well, most of it. We have a little piece to add on. And we'll get to that. Okay. I have panels of the Rustic Harvest DSP. And the back, I'm adhering them to just a white mat so that it kind of pops up a little, because when I went to do, I just thought it was a little too muted. It needed some brightness. All right, so we're just going to adhere these, and I'm using liquid glue, so I have a little bit of wiggle room. So that's one. And then these panels here, I have 4 pieces of the DSP, and these are 1.5 by 5 1/4. The mats are, I thought I was wrong there, 1 5/8 by 5 3/8. And to save some time, I already adhered the other 3. So I'm just going to adhere these right onto the card base. And again, I'm using liquid glue just to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. And this panel here, the card ends up being a 4 by 5.5 when it's done. So the back piece, it's not your normal, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 mat like I usually do. That one there is 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. And we're just going to put these all like this. Whoops. I hope you guys will all join in for World Card Making Day and get some cards made and mail them out. I've been mailing a lot of cards lately. I mail most of my cards. I have a few that I don't. That, I haven't mailed out or anything. There. All right. That's it with this part of the card base. We're going to do the other. Actually, I'm going to put this up out of my way. All right. So now we have a smaller piece now. That's 3 inches by 6, and it's scored at 3. This piece is going to go holding the other parts together. All right. And on the front, actually, I think I'm going to do it this way. I thought about stamping the pumpkin, coloring the pumpkin, but I decided I'm just going to use my Stampin' Right markers, and I'm just doing a sketch pumpkin today. At least that's what I'm going to call it. And I'm just coloring it in with the marker. Alright, so I've got the Cajun Craze, and I have Old Olive for the stem. And I'm just going to have to give it a little huff. That's just to reactivate the ink. I'm just going to stamp it right. We're going to hold my breath, make sure I get it straight. If not, the paper has 2 sides. Okay, not too bad. And then I am going to stamp from the Gathered Wheat, Thinking of You. I was going to stamp across the pumpkin, and then once again, this card was all set to go. Colors, everything. Well, different colors. I decided to change it about a half hour ago because I can't stick with one thing. It's just a problem that I have. All right, now I am going to stamp the wheat image from the Gathered Wheat. But what I'm going to do is I already made a mask. And I used a Post-it note. I did not use my masking paper. But what happened was I stamped too close to the edge, so I have just another little piece of Post-it tape. And I'm just going to cover the pumpkin. This, I stamped on the Post-it note, and then you cut right on the line. You want to cut real close, and I'm just going to put this piece here because I don't want anything to show. All right, and I'm just going to stamp the wheat. The only thing I have to decide is if I'm going to stamp full strength or stamp it off, because I'm stamping full strength. And I'm just going to stamp it just from behind, like it's coming from behind the pumpkin. There we go. And now I'm going to stamp one more here because I can. Okay. I'm just going to set that on the side, and I lost my other piece. There it is. Okay. We're just going to, this is the part that's going to have the sentiment for the inside, so we're just going to stamp the wheat on that also. And you can write, it's a light enough color. I use Sahara sand for the wheat. So that's going to be the inside piece. And you know what, while I'm at it, I'm just going to stamp hello right on the top. And then I'll leave the bottom. So I can use it as just a hello card. I can use it as a thank you card. I can use it for whatever I want. We're going to stamp this as close to the top, and boy, are we going to hope we get this straight. We're crooked. Guess what? It's got a second side. I'm going to stamp the sentiment first this time. That's a little straighter. That other one was just off that little bit, and I didn't like it. I can stamp my wheat again. And we'll just stamp the wheat one more time. All right. So that's what happens when you change things part way. I just got to grab another piece of 3x3, which I know I have here somewhere. Actually, I believe it's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, since it's a 3x3 card. Third time's the charm, right? All right, let's stamp the hello again. Try to get that straight first. Bring it a little bit closer to me. Okay, got that part straight. Now let's try the wheat again. That's a little better. Ooh. It stressed me out at all. All right, we can take this piece off. There you go. I love masking. It's my favorite thing, one of my favorite things. Rates right up there with the heat embossing. All right, so I'm going to just adhere this, and I can use some Stampin' Seal for this one. I have more confidence that I'm going to get it straight on this. All right, so this is going to be the front part. It's stuck to my finger already. And then this will be the inside. That. Give it a good press. Okay. Now we are going to take this, and I'm going to put it down here. I've seen the cards done with it in the middle, but I was blocking all the flowers by doing it in the middle, so I decided I want it down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is right where I have it, and I'm only going to put the adhesive on this side, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus for this one. I want to make sure it really sticks. then I'm going to go this way. I want to make sure that we're getting it straight. So I did get it straight on the front, right? Yeah. Go like that. There you go. I think it does need a panel here though now that I'm looking at it. So guess what? I'm putting another panel. I just have to cut it. Because of course, I didn't cut that ahead of time because I was all set that that's how I was going to do it. But now I just feel like it needs something inside. Alright, so we have another 3x3 piece. And is this... cut another 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So as most of you know, this is how most of my cards go. I just do them on the fly, whatever I decide. Alright, and we're just going to use the wheat again, and this will just give another little area to write, because that's not enough for me. Okay. And this piece we're going to put with liquid glue. And what I'm going to do is I really need to make sure that it's right behind. Well, that was a good guess. Just make it straight. There you go. So now I have more room to write. I can write a little bit here. So I have more room. Now I feel better. All right, I'm going to add a couple of embellishments to the envelope, and we're going to be done. Just really quick card, actually. And I'm using the brush metallic. I'm going to use the copper since I'm using, and actually I'm going to put it right here because my wheat is a little bit off. There we go. All right. Get the card done, the envelope, and we'll be ready to go. I have a mess here. Oh, and I had one other thing I wanted to do, and I didn't. Okay, we're going to do it still. Quick trim. Oops. All right, and I already did the front of the envelope. I stamped that. Now you're going to get to see, when I forget to do something, how I fix it. get a little piece of Post-it note tape, and we're going to put it right up against here. I wanted to add just a little bit of shadowing below the pumpkin. Just for a little bit of color. And this is my light gray granite. All right. So there you have it. Not quite sure what it's called. It's a accordion fold, I guess, with extra little panel. And like I said, I've seen the cards done with this moved up in the middle, but I wanted the flowers to show. And then the envelope to match it. All right. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you will hop on to our Facebook page, join in, play along with some of the games, stamp along with us this weekend. Like I said, we have videos every hour on the hour for the most part, all day long. And they're usually, I'm going to say everybody's going to be about a half hour. So I hope you can join. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I will go back and check comments, so then if there are any questions, I'll answer them. I hope to see you next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I'm planning on being live then. Thanks for joining, everybody, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.